In China, everything seems to be bigger. Cities, highways, and of course, mega projects. And one project in particular stands out, the largest and most powerful dam in the world. With a reservoir so massive, it even slows down the Earth's rotation. The sheer scale of this structure is unlike anything the world has ever seen before. It's an inspiring but dangerous structure at the same time. While it generates electricity for millions of people, it's also repeatedly criticized for being at risk of collapse. But what lies behind it? And is the dam really in danger? In this video, we'll explore one of the biggest megaprojects in the entire world, the Three Gorges Dam. At 2.3 kilometers along its longest point and towering at more than 180 meters, the Three Gorges Dam in Hubei is massive. It sits across the mighty Yangtze River and holds back a gigantic reservoir more than 600 kilometers across. This reservoir alone spans over an area larger than the entire island nation of Singapore. But the structure itself isn't the most impressive feature. With a total installed capacity of 22.5 gigawatts, it's also the world's largest power station of any kind. By comparison, the Grand Coulee Dam, America's most powerful, is only a quarter of the Three Gorges capacity, and even nuclear power plants can't compete with its capacity. Operating at its theoretical limit, the entire facility is capable of providing power to more than 4.5 million people all year round. But aside from generating a constant supply of clean and renewable energy to millions of people, there was another crucial reason why it was built. Villages and cities surrounding the Yangtze River have repeatedly fallen victim to heavy flooding. Minor floods happen almost every year during the rainy season. The biggest problem, however, are the major and long-lasting floods that are difficult to predict. It's estimated that around 90 years ago, the deadliest among them claimed between 3.7 and 4 million lives, so something needed to be done. Therefore, the concept for an enormous dam that could control the flow of the Yangtze was developed. Today, with more than 400 million people living around the area, this structure potentially saves many lives. The Three Gorges Dam has the capability of preventing catastrophic flooding further downstream, in cities such as Wuhan and Shanghai. This is made possible by storing huge volumes of water inside the reservoir during rainy seasons, and controlling the amount of water that flows out. However, this system isn't flawless. During heavy rains in 2010, for example, they were forced to release water to keep the reservoir at a manageable level. This led to flooding, landslides, and unfortunately, the deaths of several hundred people downstream. Overall, it's estimated that the frequency of major flooding can be reduced from once every decade to just about once every century. So, how is it built? Building on this scale and across a massive river is no easy feat, and it took 17 years. So, in order to even begin construction, engineers had to overcome two challenges. They needed to block the Yangtze's flow upstream, and at the same time, they had to make sure that enough water could still pass through, since the river's continuous flow is vital for cities downstream. So, during construction, stone enclosures were placed upstream. This enabled workers to lay the first part of the foundations on dry land. To create a perfect balance, engineers made use of cofferdams and directed the Yangtze's flow around them. Once the concrete structure was completed, they started installing the first turbines. After that, the cofferdams were blown up, and the water reached the dam's turbines for the first time. In total, it cost over $30 billion. Other than power generation and flood control, another benefit of this mega project is that it's easier now to navigate the Yangtze upstream. With its winding turns and unpredictable water levels, the river's known to be a dangerous waterway to traverse. So the creation of the Three Gorges Dam helps to increase water levels upstream, allowing for the safe passage of even larger ships. To get massive ships across the dam, they use a series of ship locks and a very special feature, the largest ship lift in the world. This machine is capable of carrying vessels weighing as much as 3,000 tons over an elevation of 110 meters. Compared to the locks, which normally take up to 4 hours, this lift does the trick in only 30 minutes. Another future plan to improve the Three Gorges is the construction of portage railways. Through this system, cargo from ships would be transferred onto awaiting trains as they are carried to the other side of the dam and loaded onto another vessel. In addition to the site's existing ship locks and lift, this future railway would make the transit of cargo across the dam even easier. With all these additions, the Three Gorges Dam continues to stand as a symbol of human engineering. But what do you think about it? Do you think its benefits can outweigh its negative consequences? Let us know down below. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.